No official poster, no press release, no confirmation. And yet, one single line, one brief moment, one carefully placed hint has pushed the entire fandom into overdrive. Fans started connecting details that don't usually align by accident. April 2026 keeps appearing. Familiar Venus. Strategic silence. Timing that feels intentional, not random. This isn't wishful thinking. This is pattern recognition. Because when SB19 is planning something major, they don't announce it first. They signal it. Tonight, we're breaking down the hint everyone noticed, why it matters, and why this could become the most important homecoming concert of their career. We're tracking this story step by step, so if you want to be here before confirmation drops, make sure you're subscribed. The hint didn't arrive with headlines or fireworks. It appeared quietly, almost casually, and that's exactly why fans froze when they noticed it. One reference, one timing detail, one subtle alignment that felt far too precise to be accidental. For longtime SB19 fans, alarm bells rang immediately. This wasn't the usual what-if speculation. This felt different, pattern-breaking. As fans began cross-checking dates, past statements, and familiar phrases, the conversation shifted. Screenshots spread fast. Threads multiplied. Group chats filled with one question. Why does this line up so perfectly? Because random hints don't echo across platforms like this. Random moments don't keep resurfacing with the same date unless there's intention behind them. What made it even louder was what didn't happen. No connection, no denial, no plafel shutdown, just silence. And in the SB19 universe, silence speaks. Historically, when rumors are wrong, they shut them down quickly. When they're close, they let them breathe. Within hours, timelines were flooded with theories. Fan forums turned investigative. This wasn't hype chasing anymore. It was collective analysis, the kind that only happens when something feels real. That's when the realization hit. Wait, this actually makes sense. If this were any other group, the theory might collapse under skepticism. But SB19 has never moved like everyone else. Their biggest moments were rarely announced outright. They were hinted at, layered, and allowed to unfold through fan discovery. A lyric here, a timing coincidence there, a phrase repeated just enough to feel deliberate. Every time, people doubted until they didn't. SB19 understands something many artists overlook. Their fandom isn't passive. It's observant, analytical, deeply invested. Instead of spoon-feeding announcements, SB19 lets fans participate in the reveal. That participation creates emotional ownership. So when confirmation finally lands, it hits harder. There are documented moments where fans predicted timelines with near accuracy. Not by luck, but because SB19 signals follow logic. They don't tease chaos. They tease structure. That's why this hint feels heavier. It fits their rhythm. Quiet first, observation second, confirmation last. SB19 doesn't shout plans into the void. They whisper to the people who know how to listen. And when patterns repeat, it stops being coincidence. A homecoming isn't about going back. It's about returning changed. SB19 didn't rise overnight. They climbed from small local stages to global platforms where their name now carries weight. A true homecoming doesn't happen just because fans want it. It happens when there's something meaningful to bring back. Now there is international tool, global listeners, industry respect. Returning home at this point isn't nostalgia. It's acknowledgement. Earlier in their career, a homecoming would have felt premature. Now it feels earned. Fans who supported them before the headlines get to witness the full arc live. Newer fans don't just hear the music, they inherit the history. And that's how legacy is built. Waiting until April 2026 might seem like restraint, but it's actually precision. Big tours aren't just about energy, they're about timing, recovery, and coordination. April avoids end-of-year congestion, sidesteps festival saturation, and allows full creative control without noise. This isn't delay, it's confidence. SB19 isn't chasing moments, they're engineering them. If this truly is a homecoming, the venue won't be a detail. It will be the message. This isn't a moment meant for a standard arena. SB19 has outgrown rooms built for convenience. Scale here isn't ego, it's belief. Belief that fans will show up. Belief that the moment deserves to be seen by everyone. Selling out is impressive. Making history is transformative. A massive homecoming wouldn't just be a concert, it would be a statement. One that shifts expectations and rewrites narratives. For fans, a homecoming is celebration. For SB19, it's confrontation with their past, their growth, and the expectations that now surround them. At home, every lyric carries memory. Every cheer comes from people who know the journey, not just the sound. That's why this could become their most emotional performance ever. Not because it's bigger, but because it's closer. And the impact wouldn't stop at the venue. A successful homecoming at this scale sends a message to the entire industry. Global success doesn't require abandoning home. SB19 proves that local roots don't limit ambition, they strengthen it. Silence, in their case, isn't absence, it's control. By staying quiet, they let anticipation mature instead of burnout. Fans don't just react, they invest. And that creates momentum money can't buy. When confirmation finally comes, it won't feel like news. It will feel like validation. If this hint is real, and history suggests it may,